I decided to come to Alpha when my sister Shino took me down to one of her celebrations for her mission trip, but I never really thought about my faith and what I believed in. And being in that environment where everyone was I was in church and everyone was singing to someone that I didn't know about or anything like that. So that's when the questions started coming up and I started questioning my own faith, and then I got a bit emotional. We were sitting down in a cafe and one of Shino's friends asked me, and he asked me these questions, and he goes, "So what do you believe in?" I was like, I don't know what I believe in now. Like, it was just a feeling that I got in that moment. And he said, "You should try Alpha," and that just kind of, it was just the right moment, right time. Yeah, going into Alpha, there were a lot of different people from different places, different ages, and different stages in their faith. And so it was a very open and welcoming environment. Every week we'd look at one key question and we'd watch a video related to that question. So whether it be on the history of Jesus or anything like that, and then we'd have a discussion after the video. And in those discussions you could ask anything, you could say anything, and it was just a really open, welcoming space. And that was created by everyone else in the group as well. So I think it really helped. I remember gradually going through Alpha and I thought, like a lot of my questions were getting answered, and obviously more questions came up, but it was the key questions that I had, like based off like evidence and all of that, were all getting answered in the first couple of weeks of Alpha. And my sister Shino and I were driving the car on the way back or the way to Alpha, and she asked me about faith, and she asked me a couple of questions. So what do you think of this? What do you think of this? What do you think of this? She goes, so where are you at with your faith? And I was like, like I believe. And it was just a moment that it was just, like I believe in everything. And it all gradually came to that moment. And then from then onwards, it was just a build up. Ever since going to Alpha and going to church on Sundays, I've learnt a lot more about Jesus, and I know there is still a lot more to learn, but I feel like I'm more connected with my sister and other people at church, and I feel like I've gained a whole family and a whole community that I didn't know was there before. And it feels weird to say, but it's like comforting. You just have that network around you that you just know is always there, and obviously, that all comes from the faith. If someone's thinking of coming along to Alpha, I'd say definitely do it. It's a great opportunity. Just answers any questions that you have, and it's a very non-judgmental space, and I didn't ever feel like I was asking a silly question or felt out of place at any point. And it was a very low pressure, supportive community.